Kenny.
She just told me she could take me to jail if I don't give her my ID.
What she's trying to make sure you understand is...
What are you doing? Recording? What are you doing, sir?
It's right here. If it was covered, I can't.
You're still telling me you can videotape a civilian getting in and out of their personal car?
Absolutely can.
You can videotape our IT department?
Absolutely can.
I'm going to refer you to our city attorney's office. Just for some clarification, obviously there's no one here.
I'm not going to go to this
really
any.
cool.
Imagine walking down the street, camera in hand, documenting public spaces, only to be stopped by police demanding your ID. No crime committed, no laws broken, just suspicion. In this video, a simple act of recording spirals into an intense standoff over rights, the law, and the boundaries of authority. What happens when knowing your rights clashes with law enforcement's demands? Let's find out.
Is there a reason you're just walking around recording?
Is there a reason I'm doing a job? Yeah, to make money.
Okay, people have just been calling, just thinking it's kind of weird.
It's journalism. I'm sorry.
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, it's protected under the First Amendment, so.
I'm not saying you're not.
Sorry about that.
All right, but hold on. Hold on.
Am I being detained?
Yeah, right now.
For what? For which crime?
So I'm further investigating why you're walking around.
What crime? That's not a crime. Walking around
Okay,
isn't a
but I can
crime.
detain-
You have to articulate a crime before you can
Okay,
detain
but I
me.
could also detain anybody.
Supervisor.
Supervisor, okay.
Yep. You can't detain just anyone. You have to articulate a crime.
I can detain
You're
anybody
incorrect.
while I further investigate.
Get your supervisor and let's find out.
Okay.
Okay.
You ready to check?
Name and badge number.
Officer Ashley Grant, Symbol. You dispatch your supervisor. Badge number 861.
Thank you.
Do you have your ID on you?
I do not.
Can you dispatch a supervisor to my location? Hello. How you doing, sir?
So I'm assuming he's the one that complained.
No. I don't even know who complained. It came out as anonymous.
This is a constitutionally protected activity, so I'm being harassed right now, basically.
My neighbors are calling me saying, hey, there's some dude running around.
Recording.
So
Yeah.
I showed up because I'm like, okay.
In public, on a public sidewalk.
Sir, I'm not saying you're not
You
allowed to
are.
record
You
me.
are. By your presence here,
Okay.
bothering me while I'm working is telling me I'm not allowed to do this.
Okay. I'm sorry you feel that way.
Okay.
But I'm investigating why we're getting calls about someone walking around.
Walking around isn't a crime, though.
I never said it was a crime, but I still
So
have
you
the right to
no,
detain.
you do not.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm being illegally detained right now, is what you're
That's
telling me.
what you want to say?
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay. But you are you're not identifying yourself, you're refusing.
What crime have I committed?
So at the end of the day, if law
It's not the end. It's the beginning.
Listen to me for a sec. So if law enforcement requests your identification, right? Your name, your date of birth, your ID card, your driver's license number, you are obligated to give that to law enforcement.
No, you're not.
Okay.
Not unless you can articulate a crime.
So I can articulate that this
Walking
is
around is not
behavior.
Suspicious isn't a crime.
Okay, but it is something we have to investigate.
It's not a crime, so I don't have to comply with anything. I don't have to help you in your investigation.
Okay. Well, I am asking you to identify yourself. You are refusing.
Haven't committed a crime.
That doesn't matter. You
It
still
does
have to
matter.
identify
No, I do
yourself.
not.
Okay.
You are incorrect.
Okay.
Well, you're about to learn. I hope this is your supervisor. He's about to school you if it's your actual supervisor.
Okay. How are you, sir?
Doing all right? Long day.
I just got here.
Oh, I'm trying to end my day.
Right. That's not my supervisor.
Well, that's not going to help then.
Well, I requested a supervisor.
It has to be in a timely manner. You understand that, right?
I understand that the
Okay.
city of Jacksonville is quite large.
It's
And we
not.
have-
It's not. It's not large at all.
13. Number.
10-4, go ahead. 3798-7747. 3798-7747. 10-4.
That's not my supervisor. It's one of our senior officers.
458. Number.
I'm gonna get a phone call from my supervisor. You're still not free to leave.
We'll see.
He's at Gum Ranch in 17, so he is on his way.
To tell you that you're violating my rights.
It's not what it is.
It is what it is.
Okay.
I'm walking up and down the street
Okay.
doing a protected activity,
Okay.
and you stop me and demand ID for no crime.
So, like I explained to you, we've gotten multiple calls.
Suspicious isn't a crime.
Okay. That gives us something to investigate.
It does
further.
not. No,
Yes, it
you
does.
can investigate all you want, but
Okay.
you can't demand ID
Yes, I
when you
can.
can't articulate a crime that you think I've committed.
I never said you committed a crime. I said.
So then you
we
have
are
no right here.
investigating your suspicious behavior. Or we're getting
Suspicious
multiple
isn't a
calls.
crime.
You have to identify yourself.
I do
truly.
not.
Okay.
Suspicious is not a crime.
Hello, sir. How are
Name and badge number, please.
My name's Corporal Tim Bureau. My officer number is 674.
Thank you.
The Jackson Police Department.
Thank you.
You live around here?
I'm not answering any questions.
Okay. Well, you have a nice day then, okay?
Thank you. Am I free to go?
Supervisor.
Oh, you
So
did?
who's waiting for police?
Yeah, you've been free to go this whole time.
She told me I've been detained
Oh, okay.
twice now. So I'm detained?
Well, you want a supervisor?
Am I detained?
I'm trying to identify you.
That's not happening. Am I detained?
Well, at the end of the day, I'm trying to identify you.
That's not my problem. I don't have to further your investigation for you. That's your job. So if you want to find out who I am, you go run photo arrays, whatever you want to do. Apparently you have no idea how it works. You can't walk up to a citizen not committing a crime and demand ID. That's not how this works.
Okay. Yes, you know the law more than
I do, actually. It turns out that I do. Man,
my supervisor is on his way, and we'll talk with him
hard to believe a citizen out here would actually have a degree and know what they're talking about, huh?
here.
It's all right. We're going to stop all this corruption.
You doing all right?
I don't answer questions.
Okay.
Especially when I'm being illegally detained.
Well, I already told you you're free to go. So if you'd like to leave.
Am I free to go?
If you want to go, you don't want to talk to a supervisor?
Am I free to go or am I detained? I need an
Go
answer.
ahead.
I'm not detained.
Just so you know, sir, this is the Jackson Police Department. So there's
Great.
gates and everything, the fence and everything.
Great.
Just don't enter into that fence,
That's
okay?
fine.
Cool.
I'm on the sidewalk. It's where I've been the whole time before I was harassed.
More than welcome to stay there.
So
Go.
once again, you've been proven wrong by your own coworker here.
You have a great day, sir.
I'm having a great day. I'm not breaking the law. I'm right here on the.
Hey, sir. The officer asked you for your name and the information.
What crime do you suspect me of?
Well, like she explained to you, she's investigating suspicious activity.
Suspicious isn't a crime.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I know y'all wish it was, but it's not.
Okay. Are you going to give her your name and information?
No, I haven't committed
So
a
what do
crime.
you plan on doing, sir?
I'm doing my job, trying to, without being harassed.
Okay.
I'm just gathering content for a story, and y'all want to harass me over it.
Okay. What's your job? You a writer?
Obviously, I'm a journalist.
Well, how is that obvious?
I'm gathering content for a story.
Okay, well,
Who else
everybody
does
with a
that?
cell
Do
phone
mechanics
isn't a
do that?
journalist, sir.
Excuse me?
I said everybody with a cell phone isn't a journalist.
If they choose to be, they are. It's in the Constitution.
Okay. Cell phones make you a journalist?
If that's what you choose to do, yeah.
Okay. You need anything else?
I mean, like I said, investigating suspicious activity.
Suspicious
Call
isn't a
by
crime.
multiple people about someone recording. Ask
Fully
for
legal.
identification. If law enforcement asks for identification, you are required to identify
You are
yourself.
not. Why am I not in jail right now, then?
Because we're trying to not go that route by you not identifying yourself. So technically,
You see, I got bail money. So, I mean, if y'all really want to press it.
I can arrest you right now for resist obstruct delay. You're obstructing my
I'm not.
investigation.
No, I haven't
Delaying my
obstructed anything.
investigation as well.
I don't. You know, I don't have to help you in your investigation. I don't have to help you identify anyone. That's helping your investigation. That's your job. That's what I pay you to do.
327.
Sure. You understand that she's just trying to gain your compliance, right?
That's not my
I don't
problem.
want to take you to jail, but also, I'm doing my
You
job.
clearly do, because this is a legal, constitutionally protected activity that you're harassing me over. And then you're lying to me, telling me I have to submit ID to any officer that asks. No, that's incorrect. If you suspect me of a crime and you can articulate it,
Okay.
then yes, I will surrender
Let me
ID.
clear it up for you, sir. Let me clear it up.
We can clear it up in court.
We're not in court, sir.
We can be very easily.
I would like to avoid that.
I would rather not, because this is going to keep happening until you guys are taught a lesson.
What's that, sir?
that you can't bully people into giving ID when you don't suspect a crime.
Sure. Nobody is trying to bully you into anything.
She just told me she could take me to jail if I don't give her my ID.
What she's trying to make sure you understand is when law enforcement are investigating something.
They can investigate whatever you want. You have to suspect me of a crime. What crime do you suspect me of? All she can articulate is suspicion, not a crime.
You're gonna listen to her? You ask me questions. Do you want the answers?
Not really. I know the answers. You think I would come out here and not know?
What are you asking me questions for?
Just see if you know them.
Trust me, I do.
You clearly don't. Like, you see the time, like, you realize this is costing me job money right now? You're costing me time?
Keep your hand out of your pocket.
No problem. Am I detained or am I free to go?
Right now, you're detained.
Okay. For what crime do you suspect me
Because
of?
she's following up on investigation.
What crime do you suspect me of?
Suspicious activity.
It's not. So suspicion is a crime.
Are you going to give her your name and information?
No.
Okay. Turn off the transparent.
Okay.
This video is a powerful reminder. Knowing your rights is crucial, but so is understanding how to assert them safely. In moments of tension, staying calm, respectful, and informed can be the difference between walking away or facing unnecessary legal trouble. Know your rights, but also know how to protect yourself when they're challenged. A simple drive turns tense when flashing lights appear in your rearview mirror. But what if the stop isn't really about safety? In this encounter, a driver faces a pretextual traffic stop where minor infractions are used as an excuse to dig deeper. How do you protect your rights when the stop feels more about control than caution? Let's dive in.
What are you doing, sir? What are you doing? Recording? What are you doing, sir? Well, good evening, sir. Texas Highway Patrol. Sir, the reason for your stop, sir, you gotta take down your high beams, sir. Bring them down.
They're not high.
They're not? Put them down, please.
They're not high.
They're not high? Okay. They're not high? Alright. So you like to record?
Hmm?
So you like to record, sir?
What was the stop for?
So your high beams, sir. You need to take them down with this
They're
truck.
not high.
They're not high.
No.
May I see your driver license, sir?
What's the stop for?
For your high beams, sir.
They're not high.
They're not high?
I don't use high beams.
Where are you coming from, sir?
Doesn't matter where I'm coming from.
Alright. So where are you going right now, sir?
Doesn't matter where I'm going.
It doesn't matter where you're going?
No. Unanswered questions.
So you're just driving around? You're just driving around?
That's a question.
Why you having an attitude, sir?
I mean, you bothering my day right now.
I'm bothering you driving? Alright. So you happy with yourself?
I'm happy with my life, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you have a good day, a good night, okay? You drive.
I'll try.
Right?
Pretextual stops can catch anyone off guard, but knowing your rights is your best defense. Stay calm, be polite, but don't be afraid to assert yourself. Remember, you're not obligated to answer unrelated questions or consent to unnecessary searches. Knowledge and composure turn a stressful stop into a controlled situation. A man with a camera stands on what seems like public property, recording freely, until law enforcement steps in. Lines blur between public access and restricted areas as the officer questions his right to film. Is this a clear-cut First Amendment right, or has he crossed into forbidden territory? Let's dive into this tense face-off, but the outcome might not be what you expect.
How you doing?
Police Department. Can I help you?
You care if I get this shot real fast?
Sure, do whatever you need to, bro.
All right.
Kind of cool, right? So I'm Sergeant Frisbee Spring LPD.
Cool.
What's going on, man?
Just out recording it.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just recording us right here.
Yeah, I need to get some B-roll for the police department.
Police Department.
Yeah.
So we hired you?
Huh?
You said for us?
No. From the police department.
Oh, from. Okay,
Yeah.
I was like for. I was like,
No.
we hire you? Like we
No.
do like an ad to get people to join or whatever?
Yes, sir. Did you get a call or something?
No, I saw you out here, so I'm walking up
Oh,
to
is
you.
this consensual?
Right now it is
Okay,
absolutely
cool.
100%.
Cool.
So what's your name, sir?
I'm not gonna give it.
Okay. All right. Just enjoying videotaping
Yes,
this nice
sir.
fun day.
No nefarious intent. Just out here recording.
No nefarious intent.
Yes, sir.
That's nice to hear. Glad to hear that.
Help you?
Can I politely ask you if you wouldn't mind? This area right here is a private drive. It's restricted access. So let me finish first.
I'll let you finish.
So if you would stand up there at the public sidewalk, and then, great. I'll take out.
So I've been to Rogers, I've been to Lowell, and I'm testing these things right now. But there's no signage saying that that is past that fence. You're right. If there's no signage on the frontage of this entrance right here, it's public property and it's not considered restricted. It's considered open to the public. If I can park my vehicle right here, which I assume I can because there's no markings right here, I can walk all along this. I can walk in here. I'm actually being very considerate here. I'm staying on this side of the pin pad, making sure I don't get any kind of
I think you are being
information.
considerate. I think you are being very polite.
Yeah, I am.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't think you've been rude at all.
I don't want any confrontation. I didn't want any.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm a little bit hard of hearing.
Okay, I didn't want any
confrontation.
confrontation. I didn't
Uh-huh.
even expect a police response. I just thought that I could get a
Come and
B-roll.
go here?
Yeah. Oh, that's what I was looking for. I was out on the back, and I
Sir,
actually.
you're gonna have to look at me when you talk. I'm sorry. There's people talking to me here. So, just for I do have a hearing trouble in this ear.
Okay. The back entrance, though, there is a restricted sign on the front of the road, and it was fallen over. So I walked up to the, not all the way to the fence, but I walked up a little bit to the fence, and then I saw the sign. It was laying over on the ground. So I went and picked it up, put it back where it was at, and walked around. And I looked for signs on the frontage of this.
During construction right now, that sign blows over about 3 times a day.
Well, I fixed it for you.
I
appreciate that, man.
I wish I
Thanks.
could tell you how many times I've set that sign back up.
I'm not trying to go in restricted areas.
So listen, man, I appreciate your attitude, and I appreciate you being real kind to us and everything else. Let me explain to you why we don't have that sign out here at the driveway. It's because this driveway is a shared one. It's both our controlled access here through the gates, and it's also our public parking over here for people who are coming to pick up property or pick up a prisoner that's being released from our facility. So there is public access. You're exactly right. This driveway is public access into that parking lot right there. So, you know, I may have to go to the city and tell them, okay, we're going to put up another sign up here.
That would be a solution to the problem.
It would be. Do you know how much these signs cost?
Yeah.
And do you know how long we've been building this building and trying to work everything out and figure out what's going to happen and everything?
Right.
So let me tell you one other thing. So this is controlled access so that you're safe, we're safe, everything else. So if I stand right up here where you're standing and I've got a camera and I say, hey, listen, man, I'm just trying to, you know, I'm a citizen, this is public property, and cars drive out. Is it really controlled access anymore? Is it really safe? I mean, you can do anything you want, right?
Here's my thing. I follow the law to the T. Okay. I don't follow any feelings.
Okay.
All right, so if the law says that I can stand here, then I can. If the law says that I can't stand here, I won't stand here, and I'll leave under threat of arrest. Okay. But there is no law currently stating that I can't stand here, so I'm going to test the boundaries and stand here.
A couple things real quick. Sergeant Rick Frisbee, Lieutenant Paul Gately. I don't know if we got that out.
You got numbers?
107 and 111. Yeah.
111.
Sorry, I don't know if we got that out because I was asking you. We kind of got on like a thing, and I was like,
That's
is this
cool.
guy going to be a jerk? Is he going to be cool? You've been really cool, so I appreciate that. But I will caution you too. In Arkansas, I know the laws about harassment law. I'm sure you understand that very well. But there are civilians parking here, and videotaping of them, because this is our IT department.
That's also not a law. You need to have a law back. So if you're going to tell me I can't do something, say AR 12-5, you can't do this because
what I'm
of
explaining
that.
to you is that in Arkansas, you cannot videotape a person that is not law enforcement, because this is First Amendment speech right now.
I can. In public, there is no expectation of privacy in public, not in a vehicle. Not, you know what plain doctrine
Very much so.
Okay,
yes.
thank you. If I can see it.
You mean plain view doctrine?
Thank
Yes,
you.
sir. That's what it is.
If I can see through this fence right here, if it was covered, I can't.
You're still telling me you can videotape a civilian getting in and out of their personal car?
Absolutely can.
You can videotape our IT department?
Absolutely can.
I'm going to refer you to our city attorney's office just for some clarification. Obviously, there's no one here.
I'm not going to go to this
really cool,
I'm not going to go to the city attorney.
I kind of think that that's citable. I really do. I'm not going to do it. And there's nobody here. But I would caution you that I feel comfortable that I could issue a citation on that.
I wouldn't sign it.
What's your name?
That doesn't matter, sir.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not going
wouldn't.
to give us your name. I remember you said you weren't going to give us your name. Okay, so here's the deal. I really don't believe you have a right to be here on this portion of our lawn. It is public property, as in the city owns it, but it's not public access property. In other words, you don't have access to the inside of our building or anything else. Because
Do you know what the GIS survey shows? I looked it up before I came out here. So I already know. I've got hold on. I've got all my bases covered. I'm prepared for an arrest. I'm prepared for anything. I'm prepared for a lawsuit. I got my attorney on the phone. Everything's.
Who's your attorney, sir?
I'm not going to tell you anything. I'm going to tell you anything.
If I knew him.
Yeah.
I'm going to finish up here.
So I'm going to continue
so
recording.
You've interrupted twice now, so I'm going to finish my piece and we're going to...
Don't interrupt me when I'm talking, and I won't interrupt you. Okay, thank you. Go, continue.
You sure?
Yeah, you're good. You're good. Continue. Yes, let's go.
Okay. You're ready. Okay. So, I disagree. I don't think you have access to this.
That's feelings.
We're leaving, okay? And you can stay here for today. I'm going to talk with the city attorney. We're going to research this. We'll deal with it in the future.
Okay, this video is going to get a lot of views. It's going to get a lot more people out here. So we get the sign done. And even if you get the sign done, the GIS survey, it's still going to say public property here.
Easy, sir. Don't walk up on them.
I'll walk wherever I want. This is public property. You understand that?
When exercising your rights, knowledge is your strongest defense. Understanding public access laws and staying calm under pressure can be the difference between standing your ground and facing legal trouble. Always be prepared, but also be respectful. Your rights matter, but so does how you use them. Freedom of the press isn't just for professional journalists, it's a right for every citizen. Filming public spaces and officials on duty is essential to maintaining a transparent democracy. Don't let anyone stop you from exercising this right. Defend free speech boldly and fearlessly.